With the bar in place, it slides open freely. Within, you see what appears to be a large room, and the only thing in the center is actually an easel with a painting and another welcome mat.
Hmm.
What does the welcome mat say?
Stay a while and listen.
Nice.
Stay a while and listen.
Yep.
That should be all the way over here.
I want to look at the ground.
Do we hear any particular sounds coming from this room?
Nope.
I'm going to do an investigation check of the walls and all that stuff.
No chain. The walls are smooth stone. It's just that easel with a painting on it.
What is the painting of?
You'd have to get closer and take a look.
I'm going to look back at them and say, it can't be that easy, right?
Definitely not.
Oops. I'm going to walk up to here.
I'm going to step into the room.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not dead yet. I like this. Okay.
Darby and Egg, are you guys just like conscientious objectors? I have noticed there's a lack of communication and participation going on. Trying to figure out what you're doing.
Egg is drunk and hanging back.
Okay.
Mostly.
Darby's
He's
not
trying to be.
looking
He's being ready if there's like a fight's gonna break out, but he doesn't
Mhm.
want to get caught in something.
Okay.
Darby's gonna collapse if someone breathes on him, so he's a little. Speaking of which, if I look at my sword, is there another blip?
No, there's not.
You still have 3 blips or 4 blips filled? 4, right? 4 of 7?
I'm not sure anymore. I had it in my head, and now you made me doubt myself.
Sorry.
You had it in your head?
Yeah, because I'm
4 of the 9 notches are full.
4 of 9. Okay. Because I remember there was 1 per session for 2 sessions, and I think there was a 1 session in which you had 2 blips go. Anyway,
okay. Since I'm not dead, I'll move up to here.
And I will follow.
Well, actually, let me ask you this. Since the last notch filled, have you rested?
We short rested when we got into the tomb. Because the last
it wouldn't have
notch...
been a long rest because it was the fight in the cave.
Okay. Then no.
Can we see the painting now?
Actually, as you enter the room and get a little bit closer to go take a look at the painting, you don't really recall why you came in here and eventually just kind of meander back out. You even pull the door closed behind you.
Hey, guys.
Well, there's nothing in that room. Well, there's nothing in it.
Nothing?
Did we actually check that room?
Yeah, we must have. We just went in there and walked out, right? Like, we obviously would have checked.
Did you?
Why would I go in there and then come back out if we didn't check?
Why? But why would it be an empty room? It's really strange.
Doesn't make any sense.
Here, go on. Go check for yourself, and I stand out of the way.
All right. Egg is gonna go in.
Okay, you turn the bar and open the door. It slides open freely. Inside, you see a welcome mat and a painting at the far side of the room.
There's a painting in there.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh.
not nothing.
There is.
Did you two actually
walk.
look at it?
We must have.
I
You don't remember.
don't.
That's
Udinar, why are you suddenly at full health?
Shouldn't be.
Oh, you have no wounds now all of a sudden.
Oh, that's not right. I was at 33.
He's got
Okay.
some crazy divine voodoo magic.
Goddess is looking out for him. You guys don't remember.
I don't remember looking at the
I mean, I
painting.
remember we went in there because there was a painting. And then, I mean, it must not have been anything worthwhile, right?
I'm gonna go look at it. You guys wait here.
Petalin
Okay.
is gonna watch what Egg does.
Egg
Okay.
walks in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Look at the painting.
Right? Egg, as you go to take a look at the painting, you spend a while observing it, and then eventually you make your way out of the room and shut the door behind you, having forgotten what you were doing there in the first place.
So what was it?
What was the painting of?
What painting?
What painting?
The painting? You were just looking at it. The painting in the room.
Why was I in there? Oh,
Oh man,
I don't remember.
a room that makes you forget.
So how the hell are we gonna do this then?
Ooh, what if it's not the room that makes you forget, but it's the painting that makes you forget?
All right, let's.
Okay.
Egg.
Okay.
Egg opens
Somebody
the door.
blindfold me.
Okay.
Because I was
you
talking about
slide,
painting, and he just wants to make sure there is painting in there.
you slide the bar down and push the door open easily.
Okay, that seems like a painting. All right, let's
Okay.
get a grappling hook.
No. Somebody blindfold me.
Okay. I don't know
Edelyn
what
is
I have.
blindfolded.
Okay.
I'm sure you have cloth.
Sure.
Okay, I'm blindfolded.
All right, I point her in the right direction.
Now you guys give me directions and lead me to where the painting is while I can't see it.
Okay,
wanna
move
bat?
forward.
It takes her a while, but after much shouting and some confusion and maybe a wall bumped into here or there, you guys all agree that Petalin has arrived in front of the painting.
Okay, stick your hands out.
Okay.
Do you feel it?
It is, yes, I feel the painting.
Petalin removes her blindfold, makes her way out of the room, closes the door behind her, and doesn't seem to remember why she went in there in the first place.
You took her blindfold off.
I what?
Ah.
What are we doing here, guys? We gotta check this room out.
Egg opens the door.
Slide the bar down and open the door easily.
That painting. Every time we get close to it, we just leave and we don't remember.
Mhm.
I'm saying grappling hook.
Darby, having watched this 4 times now, gonna walk in and close the door behind him.
Okay. Push the door closed behind you.
Okay.
And then he's gonna wait.
Okay.
Give it like a minute.
What are the other three of you doing?
I'm
after
opening the
this?
door
'Cause
to see
Darby
what
said
he's
nothing.
doing.
Okay. Right. Okay. So the door opens behind Darby. You slide the bar down, push the door, it opens cleanly. You find Darby standing on the other side of the door, looking probably a bit perplexed.
What are you doing?
I'm staying in the room
Why?
because clearly just walking in hasn't worked.
That's why we need the grappling hook plan.
Are you going to try to stay in the room and listen?
That's the hope. Maybe something different will happen. And I shut the door on him.
Rude!
Okay, the door closes with a thud.
I'm gonna
Is there a
walk
point at
here.
which you would is there a point at which you would give up?
Give it like a minute or two.
Okay, Udinar.
I'm walking here and just looking at that skull.
Okay, I mean you're looking at the back of it, so
Yep, I'm just watching it.
Okay. After a couple of minutes, as you are you standing there? Are you sitting? What are you doing?
We're sat down.
Okay. As you go to stand up to leave the room, having given up, you feel as though you hear a faint scratching at the far end of the room.
Towards the painting.
Yes.
I don't like that. I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay. You leave the room, pulling the door open, stepping out. Reins open.
Do I recall what had happened?
Yep.
What happened?
So I went in there, sat for a bit, and then eventually heard some sound coming from the painting. Was
Okay.
the scratching like on stone or?
You did not attempt to listen further, so I don't have information for you.
Okay.
So we'll have to do it again.
Okay, I'll go this time. I can see that the rest of you are worse for wear.
Okay. Udinar steps into the room. Now what?
I'm gonna close this door and don't let me back out until. And then I guess the door closes.
Until, he says.
Until
So
what?
hopefully-
As the door closes.
Of course we're gonna let him out.
All right, so after a couple of minutes, Udinar, you will eventually hear a scratching. It sounds like it's coming from the direction of the painting.
What foul witchery is that? I look over at it.
About 30 seconds later, Udinar comes out of the room, closes the door behind him, and doesn't seem to recall what he was doing in the room in the first place.
Well, that's not helpful.
My turn.
Good luck.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen.
So Pedalin slides the bar down, opens the door easily, and steps into the room. I'm guessing she closes the door behind her because she didn't say so otherwise.
Yes.
Okay. You are now sitting in the room. After a couple of minutes, you hear what sounds like faint scratching across the room near the painting. I need a response. What do you do?
Sorry, I was muted. I said, not making any noise. I continue to listen.
Okay. What does everybody else do after about 10 minutes passes?
Should we check on her?
Give her a little more time.
How much time is needed?
Give her
Oh,
another
we have-
5 minutes.
You guys have watches?
Give her another a little bit. A little more something.
Darby,
like
did you have
drunk
something
egg.
to say?
I said we could just count to 300 seconds.
Sure. All right, so pedal in, staying put. Eventually, the scritching, after maybe 5 or 6 minutes, turns to a soft, gentle swishing sound. It's occasionally interrupted with something tapping against something, and then a little bit of a rattle, and then the swish returns. What now?
I'm opening the door. She's been gone too long.
Okay. You find Pedalin seated, sitting on the floor. The sound stops. Pedalin.
Oh, darn it, you guys. I was so close to getting somewhere.
But you can't just sit there silently. When I ask what next, I need a response.
Can you not hear me?
I didn't hear you say anything.
I said, darn it, you guys. I was so
No,
close to get.
no. I heard that, but as I was describing the other thing before Unanar said he opened the door, I said, "What next?"
Well, I was going to say that I sit and listen for longer.
Mm.
Or I was
Okay.
going to ask if I recognized the sound as the sound of someone painting.
No, you wouldn't recognize that. Anyway,
Okay.
okay. So Unanar opens the door. Sound stops.
Darn it, you guys.
Darn you guys, what? You've been in here for at least 500 count now?
Well,
Technically 900.
Whatever.
the sounds
So
the
many
sounds
something.
changed after a little while, and I just needed more time.
Well, how was we know that? I don't know if you've noticed
Well-
where we are, but I was pretty sure you were dead.
That would have been a strange thing to happen in this room with just a painting.
You know, the
I would have
painting
thought
can eat
this.
people.
I would have thought the same in a room of just water.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Let me try again. And see. If I'm going to try something different, and if I forget, I'll just come out. Or hell, if I don't forget, I'll scream for you and then you can come get me.
I just kind of walk off. Stay as long as you wish.
Okay, so are we letting Pedalin return to the sound of silence?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm basically
about
just gonna sit
15
here. So
Okay. After about 15 minutes, after you've heard the scritching and then the swishing, it returns to scritching.
Okay. Still without making any noise, can I look at the painting?
Yeah, you see the same canvas from across the room. It's too small to discern any details from this distance.
Can I stealth up to the painting, trying to make no noise?
I mean, you can sneak up to the painting and make a stealth check.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Tell me what you want to do. Don't tell me what skill you want to use.
Well, that's what I tried to do. I just used the wrong word.
Okay.
I was trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, that's fine. Make a stealth check.
Okay. Now, I think I had taken my boots of Elvenkind off because of the doormat.
You did.
So I think I'm barefoot, so I do not have advantage.
Creeping along as silently as you literally possibly can, you try to get a little bit closer to the painting. It's been about 25 minutes now. Pedalin exits the room, closes the door behind her, and doesn't seem to remember why she entered.
Well, Maggie's ready to throw a grappling hook at the painting.
What painting?
Yeah.
You guys, we gotta open this door and try to look at this room.
Uh-huh.
Why do I have the feeling of deja vu?
We've opened the door many times. We always forget.
what if we just lock somebody in there
Huh?
so they can't leave?
I don't think that's good either.
I mean, what if it just takes longer?
Yeah.
There are 2 points of inspiration I will allow you to burn for a hint. if you guys feel stuck. But if you think you have a solution, then by all means keep going.
Well,
I mean,
out
I'll
of
throw my
out of
grappling hook at it.
character, I think that whoever waits in the room just needs to be sitting much closer to the painting so that they don't have to make noise and can just see it. I think the flaw there was my trying to sneak up on it.
We've got an hour and 15 minutes left. I would like to reach the end. So you've got an hour and 15 minutes of inspiration. Feel free to use it how you see fit, but I was making the offer that I will give you a hint if you need one.
Of course, I'm open. If you guys want to get a hint, I'm pretty stuck. So I don't have any other ideas.
There's also another door you haven't tried.
Yeah. We could try that one. See what's in there.
And see how far we get.
Well, see what's in there at least.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, there's nothing in that room then. Just a creepy
There's
painting that
painting in there.
keeps forcing us out somehow. So let's move on.
Yeah.
Kind of looking for body parts, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Next
Okay.
door.
Yep.
I have this key, so I will open the door.
Okay. You slide the hex key in place. It goes in smoothly. You slide the bar down and push the door open. It opens easily. Within the room, you see a welcome mat and decorated around the room a series of mirrors.
Oh, God.
That is not correct. You know what? That's funny. So that's what our mirror is going to be. I was hoping I had a mirror token, but I don't. Molly, stop. Okay.
What does this doormat say?
In Elvish, it says, "If the light is on, come on in."
Okay. Are there
Is the
any lights
chamber-
on in the room?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Udnar, maybe you better cast light on something.
Yeah, are you thinking something we can hold or something we can throw?
I don't know. I guess. I mean. I guess something we can hold.
Okay.
Because anything we can hold, we can also throw.
That's true. I meant something like my weapon, which I'm not throwing.
Oh. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, your shield's probably fine.
Mm-hmm. I'm not throwing that either.
No.
So.
Shields are not for throwing.
It's true.
Well, if we're interpreting this welcome mat of all things, shouldn't there be light in there prior to coming in rather than entering with a light?
Well, then we shouldn't go in. Problem solved.
I think Egg speaks true on this one, actually.
Well, you don't want to go in there?
Well, I guess I don't see why we would necessarily. It's kind of
'Cause
creepy
we're
that there's just a
looking
bunch
for
of
the
mirrors.
signet ring.
But there's nothing but a bunch of mirrors that we can see so far.
We won't know that unless we go in there. It's probably a trick. A
All right.
puzzle.
I'm going to hand Udnar a ball bearing.
Okay. I'll cast light on it and then roll it in.
Okay. The ball bearing rolls steadily into the room, lit, providing a source of light, which I think, what is it, like 40 feet or something?
Yeah.
There is now a lit ball bearing in the room.
I would like to enter the room.
Lynn steps into the room.
Am I dead?
Nope.
I'll be a couple
Okay.
paces behind her.
Okay.
Are there any... Or rather, I would like to search the room to see if there's a pattern on the floor.
Okay. An investigation check. The floor has no discernible pattern.
Okay.
How thorough are you in your search? I guess I should ask.
Well, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for kind of like what we saw in the room with the spikes in the water, where there would be differences in the floor that would be like where the mirrors need to be placed.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we need to move them around or anything.
Well, as you're looking around, I'm guessing you would move around while you're searching?
Yes.
Okay, so eventually Petalin reaches around the center of the room, and as she does so, all of the mirrors slowly turn to rotate toward her.
Oh, I'm so flattered.
They are still rotating, slowly coming to focus on Petalin.
I feel like I should move.
What do you do?
I would like to step back 10 feet so that I'm not in the center of the room anymore.
Okay, you take a step back. The mirrors continue to turn to focus on you.
Uh, golly,
You
is
should
my
use-
eye always looked like that? Jesus.
As the mirrors lock in place, the light from the ball bearing is pulled from the ball bearing and now suspended in midair, and then, like a beam, fires straight ahead at Petalin. The beam pierces her chest with a radiant fire, burning deeply.
Am I dead?
10.
Oh my god, that's a lot of dice. Oh, I'm dead.
Petalin takes 40 damage. Not enough to kill her outright,
Okay.
but she does go down. A massive hole burned through her.
Is the light source gone then completely?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna run in beside her and cast this to bring her back up. Where the hell is it? Give her cure wounds. And even though I rolled that, it should be the maximum amount.
Max. Yeah. So that would be, what is that, 2d10? What is that even rolling? D8s? I can't tell.
I can't tell either. D8s. So 16,
okay.
21.
Okay. The gaping hole in Petalin's chest is knit back together by the healing energy of magic. He said 22? 21?
21, yeah.
What is, that's 38, 28, 27. Okay. Yeah. So the gaping hole in Petalin's chest is knit together, as well as some of her other smaller, more superficial wounds. Welcome back to the world of the living, Petalin.
Oh my gosh.
Get
Okay.
out of there.
No lights.
Lights. Got it. Thanks, Udnar.
What now?
I'm gonna go
Now
look
indeed.
directly at a mirror and see if I can, like, see what caused it to turn. Is it on, like, a pedestal or something?
It's like it's almost like a vanity mirror, and the entire vanity slowly seems to rotate. So roll investigation, I suppose.
Okay.
With decent perception and the ability to see in the dark, you realize that the floor beneath the mirror is what rotates.
Okay. You guys, I think it's safe in here as long as we don't light anything.
Okay. What do these mirrors do other than kill us, though?
Well, we have to search around to find out.
All right.
It'd probably be a bad idea to smash one. Maybe.
Well, I
While we're
Is-
in the room, yes.
maybe we should. I don't know how effective it would be, but maybe we should look around to see if it was a pressure plate in the center combined with the light, or
Gonna be pretty hard to distinguish stuff without
mm-hmm.
any light.
Yeah.
How
we
dark
move?
is this room?
I mean, with no source of light, it's pitch black, just like everything else.
Yeah.
Except you guys do have ambient light coming from the pool, so it would be partially lit.
We could close the door. If you want to
Can we
use your devil eyes.
I feel like
Well,
our
hey,
devil
now.
eyes are gonna get us killed.
It'd be sweet though to see it rip the light out of his eyes.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even consider that.
Talk
Wait,
about
what's that
metal.
Well, we would probably want someone on the other side to be able to open the door.
I'm assuming
Can we
that's
try just
why
if,
eggs
if
there.
it's the
Yes,
it's
egg
the
waves.
floor-
Walks out.
if it's the floor beneath the mirrors that moves, why don't we just try moving a mirror off of that spot on the floor?
Okay. I will move this mirror that's next to me like one square over if possible.
As you attempt to lift the mirror, you find that it is somehow securely fastened to the floor.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna close the door.
Okay.
Pedalin's gonna hit the deck.
Go
I'm just
pitch
gonna stand and
black,
watch.
and that whirling tsunami of light enters your eyes, and you find yourself able to see perfectly clearly in the pitch blackness.
And then I'm gonna search the room for anything out of place.
Okay.
Darby,
Uh,
are you
a
dead?
thor- a thorough investigation of the room reveals that everything is almost too in place. Something about this room feels like a fabrication, or as though it is not real. Petalin, do you remember what your health was at before you got wounded? I think it was at 40, wasn't it?
I was at
Are you-
44 before
Right,
I
and you-
got
and you-
shot by the mirror.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or, excuse me, I was at 4 HP.
Yeah.
I had a wound
so
of 44.
44 wounds. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just say out loud, something seems off about this room.
How so?
It feels unreal, too real, too perfect.
Magical illusion
Like-
of some sort?
like too perfect given the age of the whole structure.
I'm.
Is there
Hmm.
anything under the mat?
No.
I mean, I can't move in the dark, but maybe Darby, you can check out.
You don't have dark vision?
Well, it's dark vision's different than pitch black.
No. Dark vision. So, dark vision allows you to see in pitch blackness, but you only see like you don't see in color, and it's
Sure.
considered to be like if you make a perception check or investigation, it's at disadvantage.
I gotcha. Okay, so you've already done a pretty thorough thing of the room. I'm wondering if there's any way to, like, I don't know that anybody has a way to dispel illusion
I do not.
or dispel magic.
I do not.
Hmm.
Gonna walk right up to this mirror and look right at myself in it.
With no light, there's no reflection.
I'm just looking at this stand then, I guess.
Yeah. It looks like a standard vanity mirror nightstand setup.
Mm-hmm.
You touch it. Is there a line of thought here? Or are you just looking?
Yeah, I'm between two right now. Actually, I'll talk this out with the party. I'm between two thoughts right now. My character wants to just angrily smash it, but also is intrigued enough that he might be like just kind of like running his hand over it to like feel if it's like even real because it seemed weird.
Well, knowing that Darby says that the room's weird.
Yeah, I would be more inclined to like be more amazed than angry at the after hearing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably be like running my hand just kind of like along the sides of it and seeing if I guess
Okay.
if it's there.
The wood is perfectly smooth and cool to the touch. Like almost alien in its perfect craftsmanship. You've never seen anything like it. It's certainly not since the Sundering.
I'm gonna run my dirty hand over where the like sheen part is.
The mirrored surface.
Yeah.
Okay. It too is cool to the touch, like silvered glass ought to be. Um, but your hand leaves no residue behind.
I want to try something. I'm gonna run my finger on the dagger on my belt to like make my finger bleed and try like putting blood on it.
Okay. Uh, Smear blood on the mirror surface with your now bloody finger. And after you blink and look back, the blood is no longer on the surface of the mirror.
Darby, I think you were right about this not being real.
So what do we
But
do?
what do we? Right.
I mean, I guess you could try smashing one now.
Hmm.
Darby, I don't know if you want to open the door and let Egg know that we're alive.
I have an idea. Did I
Let's hear
see?
it.
Did I see Darby get like blinded by that other mirror?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that mirror.
Okay, you're gonna leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
What's everybody else doing?
I guess I'm gonna
I'm-
walk out of the room for now.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna follow. I don't want
Okay.
to be in here if
Pedal in as you exit the room. You find. Let's see. There. I have fixed your HP. You have 32 wounds. As the hole that was in your chest and the damage to your clothing is no longer there, but the effects that the spell casts on you are. And so you have regained 12 HP.
as opposed to
wasn't it
the
21?
20.
That effect only works when cast on somebody who's at 0 HP.
Oh, right.
Huh? Oh. You guys, there isn't a hole or anything like that in my clothes. Look. And I feel much better.
Actually, you would probably feel slightly worse because that 21 was better. But yeah, you feel better
Well,
than you did before you entered the room.
Right.
But you knew that Udanar healed you.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's strange because the damage obviously was real at the time, but now it's not. Like maybe you're right that the things in the room aren't real.
Well, we can tie a rope around you, throw some light in there, have you walk in, then drag you out.
Mm. It was really unpleasant the first time. And
Am I able to lift
I
this
like-
mirror?
I'm gonna call out. I wouldn't touch that. I haven't done anything to.
Do you touch
Disarm
it?
that in any way.
Yeah, like I would have grabbed it to try to like pull it or lift it or something.
Right. So my response is that Darby's reaction is, "Hey, I wouldn't touch that." Do you still do it?
Yes.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And then the +1.
All right. There is a brief, blinding flash of light. Udanar finds himself momentarily stunned. That is a big crit. Udanar takes 66 damage. Is that enough to kill you outright?
No.
Okay. I can't remember. It's less than damage from the damage, and there is damage remaining. You die if the remaining damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum. Okay, so how much HP did you have left? Or do you have left? Because I haven't touched it yet.
27.
Okay, so 66. Okay, so that does not instant kill you, but you do go
No.
to 0. So Udanar is blinded, stunned, and then pierced through the chest critically. by the launching stake. He collapses in a heap on the floor.
Pedalin trudges over. And with that same hand that was alight with sparks before, casts Healing Word on Udinar to bring him back to life.
Okay.
And then she says, "He did tell you not to touch it."
All right, so the mirror is not part of this then.
So maybe we just try smashing one mirror.
Okay.
I mean, if it's just there's plenty of other mirrors in there to do damage to the
You guys leave the
Tri-Skin.
door open? I think you did. Nobody
Yeah.
said they
We
closed
did,
it.
yes.
Yeah. Because Udinar was going to drag the mirror back in there. Okay. I was just trying to figure that out.
So, Darby, you can see really well in there. We'll close the door and you go smash a mirror and see what happens.
I mean, all right.
Is
I
that
don't know
what
how
you do?
I'll give it an attempt, I guess.
Okay. Darby enters the room. Egg closes the door behind him. What do you do now?
Smash a mirror.
They didn't tell me which one to smash.
Well, buyer's choice.
Dang, there's only 11. Hey, look at that. Bottom one.
Okay. How do you do it?
I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Uh, pull out your gun, and as you pull the trigger, the bright flash is absorbed. The mirror shatters, but you blink, and as you open your eyes again, you see that it is repaired. The light from the flash of your hand cannon going off is pulled towards the center of the room, and slowly the mirrors begin to turn to focus on you.
I'm going to run out of the room.
As you get to the door, you realize there's no way to open it from this side.
I'm going to bang on the door.
Okay. Egg, you hear a fierce banging from within the room.
I guess I'll open the door.
All right, you slide the handle down, pull the door open, and you find Darby at the edge, pushing as hard as he can to get out, hopefully in time. It seems as though he has made it, as no piercing light has burned its way through him.
Well, breaking one didn't work.
You close the door behind you?
Yeah.
Well, did anybody else have any ideas? I mean, the blood on the mirror thing was cool. Um, the we know that the damage done by the mirrors is negated when you leave the room, or at least that's our theory. Who wants to test it?
Don't everyone speak up at once.
Yeah. Sure. I'll test whatever.
What is egg testing?
I don't
Well,
know.
I think now would probably be a good idea to use our inspiration because we're really at a loss here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And obviously it has something to do with, the room not being real and the damage was undone when you left the room, but I don't have any other ideas about how to solve this puzzle.
Okay.
And I don't really want to sacrifice another player going in there when our resources for healing are so low.
Okay.
Because if I'm wrong, we're screwed. Or somebody gets killed outright. So. Any objections to using an inspiration?
I mean, it's your
I already gave it up.
guys's, so
Well, I don't know whose inspiration it is.
I have inspiration. I'm giving it up. I already
Okay.
gave it away.
Each time that you guys have entered a room, have you noticed that there was something specific that was said?
You describe the opening of the door every time.
That's correct. Also, interestingly enough, Darby has checked every door before opening it except for 2 of them. Actually, 3 of them, but one of them it was down there below and you guys got through it anyway.
All right, gonna investigate this door then.
So as you're taking a look at the door, you notice that the mechanism that is slid into place can go multiple directions. Naturally, you would pull it downward to open it, but it seems as though it could also go up.
Do so and try and open the door that way.
All right. You slide the bar upward, pull the door open with a heaving groan, and inside are not mirrors, but a pedestal in the center of the room. 2 chains, one attached to the ceiling, one attached to the floor, and then a third attached to the pedestal itself. On this one, it looks as though there is an arm attached inside of a metal glove, which is locked shut.
I'm gonna go do the same to the other door.
You find that the door also has the same mechanism, and as you slide it upward and open the door, you see not a painting inside, but a pedestal upon which there is an arm with a chain attached to the ceiling, one attached to the floor, and another attached to the manacle. The welcome mats in these rooms look slightly different than the ones from before, but you aren't able to read them.
I'll read the mats.
As Petalin goes to read the mat, the first one says, "Welcome home," and the second one says, "Home sweet home."
Hmm. So the hand is encased in a metal glove.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
With a part of the arm, or with the rest of the arm sticking out of it.
right.
Which hand is which in each room?
Left hand is on the east side, right hand is on the west side.
So anatomically correct.
Hmm.
If the whole building were a body.
Sure.
Okay, real talk time. We're here
Mhm.
for a ring, potentially. Yet the hands are encased in metal.
Mhm.
If we break those chains, I think we can understand that it's gonna unlock the heart from the bottom of the pool, but it's also gonna unlock Smiley from the ceiling up there. So,
Mhm.
what do we do? Do we want to risk it?
We unchain the hand, we take the ring, then we kill that abomination that's hanging above in the ceiling there.
And we leave him to rot for all eternity.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay.
I don't think any of us are going to be doing much killing, given how we're looking.
I believe everybody is on death's door.
Well, look at it this way. The legs are still very far separated. So are the arms.
Yeah, it's not like he can chase us.
As long as they don't leave these rooms. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But and they're still chained to the pedestals, even if they aren't chained to the heart. So even if there's some kind of weird magic way that they would be pulled, they're still chained down. Right?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. Let's find this ring.
Okay. Who's got silver? Does everyone have some kind of weapon with silver on it?
I know Udinar and Darby do.
Mm-hmm.
Egg, I assume that your talking weapon ate the silvered chain axe that was in the pit.
Yeah, I did eat the chain axe.
So that was
I guess,
silver.
would our characters know the function of silver?
I think your
weapons?
characters would understand that sometimes silver is a necessary metal to use to defeat certain foes. You are seasoned adventurers.
All I know is that these stakes were trying to kill something and they're coated in silver, so it just seems like a good idea.
Okay.
So I'm the only one without a silver thing. Egg, I would recommend having your friend turn into a silver
Has it-
thing.
Has it eaten anything silver?
The silvered chain axe from the pit.
Sure.
You want a silvered something? Go touch that mirror. You'll get one.
You know, I'm feeling a little nervous about that. I'm gonna go down and check the pedestals where the legs are and stuff just to make sure that they're actually secured to the pedestals and not just like the pedestals are loose
like,
wooden
flopping
boxes that are
around.
gonna deteriorate, you know?
Some floppy legs on the floor.
Floppy legs.
Lots.
Okay. So while Pedalin goes and checks the pedestals, what are you guys going to do?
Got these hands out, Egg.
Well, hold your horses there. It would be better if we only have to open one.
Okay.
Sure.
So what hand would a high and mighty twice king keep his most important ring on?
Whatever hand he doesn't wipe with.
You know, a very good point. Wouldn't a king have someone to do that for him, though?
I guess if you control their blood, you can... Yeah, probably. That's true.
No, he's so old though. They probably just, put shit on the floor and liked it.
And liked it. Was there anything in, like, the old fairy tales about what hand he would have used?
I don't think so. Do any of you have any knowledge of, like, the existing society? Like not necessarily nobility, but the people who live in cities.
Darby has spent time in cities.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. Like not as like a noble person or even a peasant, a normal peasant.
Okay, so then it would just be a guess.
Pretty much.
Okay, we're good. Everything's good.
Okay. Hey, what hand should we free?
The right hand.
Okay. Right it is. Egg, let's go.
Well, don't go smashing it. If I remember right, the previous description was there is actually a lock around
There
the
is.
And by dealing with the lock, would that interfere with the ceiling and floor chains?
Well, I mean, I found this key. It might work.
What do you mean you found this key?
I found it in the sand.
You can make an insight check. Oh, yeah, she's telling the truth.
When did you find a key in the sand?
When we were in there. Together, all of us.
We were in the sand?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, I spent quite a bit of time in there after the thrall bit me.
You
I
didn't bring up a key before.
guess.
Oh, it didn't look like it would fit anything before.
Well, neither did the
Okay.
key that I had, but I tried it on literally everything.
Oh, well, it must have slipped my mind.
Okay, well,
I mean, to be fair, I had done some drinking earlier.
yeah. I kind of like look over at Darby when she says that. Okay, well, if you have the key, great. Let's just use that then.
Okay. Who's gonna use the key?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm assuming Pedalin will be.
Okay. So she goes over and she tries the key, and it does happen to fit the small lock. And as she turns it, there is a soft hiss as the lock comes free, and the gauntlet is able to be opened, and so it folds in half. It's like a clamshell. So she takes that and opens it, and inside you see a delicate pale hand, but unfortunately no ring. Um, Everybody make a perception check except Pedalin.
Okay.
Wow, everybody hears her softly mutter "damn it" under her breath.
What was that?
What?
Huh?
Did you say something?
Well, the ring isn't here.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to try the other one. We should probably lock this one back up though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Pedalin relocks the arm back in the gauntlet.
Okay. Let's go to the other one then, I guess.
Okay. Everybody heads over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Insight from everybody except Pedalin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's deception. Okay. Accidentally copied over something I didn't want to copy over. I'm just putting these here so that I have record of them. And I will show people later. Okay. So everybody heads across the room to the other side. Now what?
Second verse, same as the first, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta unlock it to get the ring.
Okay. As you go to unlock it, you turn the key. It hisses and opens, and as it does so, you see yet another slender left hand. This one is also bearing no rings or signets.
Ugh, I can't believe it.
Did you say another left hand?
No, another
No, the other
slender
one-
hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, slender. I may have said another slender left, but another slender hand. This one left.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I understand. Hmm.
So it was all for nothing.
I guess so. All right. Well, let's lock this back up and come up with a new plan, I guess.
I guess.
Well, we can't just leave for nothing. I think Egg is right, and we ought to try to take the heart.
Yeah, I'm considering that too.
And for all we know, if the signet ring is something that powerful, it could be in the case with the heart at the bottom of the pool anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whoever locked up these hands would have had plenty of opportunity to take it off.
That thing is so creepy, though.
Well, you're the one that wants to kill him so bad. Killing a still beating heart's probably a good way to do it.
Suddenly, the chain, which is attached to the ceiling, goes very taut. You hear a groaning and then a snap, and the chain falls slack to the floor.
What the hell was that?
That's not good. That is indeed bad.
I'm gonna run out here and look at the skull.
Okay, as you run out, you see a creature standing on two legs with flesh slowly forming around a torso with a single arm, and it is reaching inside of the cage to pull forth a head, which it then affixes to its shoulders. It turns slowly to gaze at you with the same piercing red orbs of light in the empty sockets. Again, flesh slowly beginning to grow and form over the newly attached bone.
I'm assuming I
guessing that we
can't
would
cast
follow-
anything at it.
You could certainly try. And yeah, Udinar ran out. What do the rest of you do?
Well, I assume we would follow.
Well,
Egg
I'd
is
like
going to drink a potion.
Okay.
'Cause he is now very nervous.
I yell, "To hell with thee!"
Okay.
How much healing is a potion of supreme healing?
Let's see.
8d4 plus 8.
It's supreme, right? Or is it
Yeah.
superior?
Supreme.
Really? I thought I gave you guys superiors. Where'd you
I
get
thought
supreme?
they were superiors too.
Mm-hmm.
I had it from before that.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Then that's 10d4 plus 20.
dang, son!
Okay, 10d4. So this plus 20. So I 48 health again.
Okay. What the? Hmm. You get 48 health back, and one of my encounters is missing. Just hopefully redo it. Mm. Yeah, that's the one. That should be like this. There we go. All right. So Udinar shouts. Darby, Pedalin, or Darby and Pedalin, I'm guessing are following. Darby didn't really say. So Pedalin is following. Egg is drinking a potion. Darby
I would have gone
is
after.
okay. So you guys are gonna make it to about here when he says "to hell with thee" and starts doing whatever it was he's doing. The sacred flame. You can go ahead and target it and cast if you like.
Oh, okay.
And then egg will be 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 60. So egg will be here at the start of the round if we do initiatives. Okay. Are you not targeting it?
Yeah.
It's not in your targeted list? Oh, weird. Hold on.
Apparently I can't.
Try now.
Still not showing up as a target for me, though.
Oh, because it's unidentified, maybe? Let's see. That shouldn't change it. Is it?
It's yellow, so it's a neutral party.
Try now?
Yeah, it still doesn't say that I have it targeted.
It might be unidentified. Try now.
I can target
Hey.
it.
Yeah, okay, so Susanna's not having an issue.
I cannot still.
I had to target it from the combat tracker.
Yep, it works that way.
Oh,
Right.
it's because the chair is under.
Oh. Okay, yes, now I can.
I attacked the chair.
I have always hated that
Yeah.
chair. Also, what's up, King?
It's just like the end of Game of Thrones.
Okay. Your pillar of sacred flame streaks down from the ceiling, but just like washes around him as the skin again slowly begins to form, and he reaches forward with his right hand and just points. So we'll go ahead and hit initiative. Udinor. Darby, you're up.
Okay, can't see it around the corner, so run out over here. Our
Mhm.
worst fears are realized.
Yeah. So with one arm, both legs, and a slowly forming flesh around the torso and its head, you come face to face with a being you believe to be the Twice King. But now.
And he's pointing, like
Yep.
at Udinar, or
Just forward. If it anybody, it might be at Udinar.
Okay, so bonus action, I will Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
And then fire.
As you fire your weapon, he simply raises his one hand and just like takes the round from the air and it just dematerializes.
Don't like that. Stand behind Udinar.
Pedal in.
Okay, I'm going to run past Darby. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then I'm going to,
You can get here.
yeah. Which, you know what? I'm going to probably dash.
Well, you shouldn't need to.
Well, I don't think I can see it around the corner there.
You can. I can draw a straight line from yours to it. See?
Oh,
Lots of
sure enough,
points.
I can see it. Okay, cool. All right, so I am going to take aim at the chains
Just roll damage
surrounding
for
the
me.
other arm. Oh, just roll damage.
Yep.
Okay. That's going to be Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the other.
Okay. There is a loud ka-chunk as the chain shatters.
And that should be my turn.
And we obviously noticed this, right?
And I'm going to yell out, "Don't worry, I know how to save us."
But yeah.
Save. 10. 20, 25, 30, 35, 35, 80, 60.
Hold on one sec. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm going to yell out to Egg,
Yeah,
"Destroy the..."
before you come running around the corner, she yells out.
Mhm.
Sorry, but it took me a little bit to get everything typed.
I say, "Egg, destroy the chain!"
It's the only way to save us.
Okay. Egg ignores her.
Okay. Egg runs out. Why do you ignore her? So far, you guys haven't passed any of your insight checks. So everything she's doing up until the moment that she destroyed the chain and seems to know what's going on should feel fine to you guys. So if you have a reason to not do it, that's fine. I just want to hear what it is.
I mean, the same reason Egg makes any bad decision in battle. He wants to,
Okay.
he wants to
Okay.
keep the thing busy.
Well, I mean, you weren't even aware the thing was there or what it was. Like you're only just now getting around the corner. She's shouting out while you're still over here.
Yeah.
So it's fine if you don't. Again, I just want to know why.
Again, that's why he drank the potion, was he assumed
Okay.
that there was going to be something to fight, and he would
Okay.
like this
Alright.
is a like holding the line so that they're free to
Yeah.
like
No,
if they
I get
attack
you.
the chain, he's fine.
Mhm. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. All right. Anything else?
That's it. I'm ready
Okay.
with my weapon.
All right. Going to step forward. Looks at Egg. And as the skin, or as its eyeballs reform within the socket, you see them turn. Like so, Udinar, Darby, and Egg see his eyes turn to look at Egg, and he just kind of winks, and there's a single slight flash. As Egg fails the save and is charmed. He then he goes to move his lips, but he hasn't fully formed yet, and so no sound comes out. But he holds his hand up as though to stay Egg, and you feel compelled to listen to his request.
Okay.
The charmed effect says charm target regards the charmer as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. The target isn't under its control. It takes their requests or actions in the most favorable way that it can.
Okay.
Udinar, the initiative is yours.
All right. Whoops.
Put these in the main chat now.
Oh, nice. I'll be able to read those in a sec. Nice.
And then this one was the first one. Okay. So what do you do? I see you have run up.
Yeah. Angrily run up and reach out and try to grab him.
Are you not targeting it?
Oh, fuck. My bad. Here, I'll re-roll.
Sorry. I mean,
Or
the roll is fine. I just
Okay.
I need to find his AC now because it didn't tell me if it hit or not since he wasn't targeted. It did not hit.
Okay. What cast time is this? Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Darby.
Well, I don't want to be getting near him. Gonna shout out to Petalin, what are you doing? And then fire at him.
That is a hit. This time as he raises, he already had his hand raised, so he tries to intercept the projectile, but you see that it just blasts a hole in his hand and then carries through and punches through to the exposed bone of his shoulder as well.
Neat.
And then bonus
in-
action, fire again.
Okay. That one is a miss as he just moves to the side of the blow. Petalin.
I'm gonna yell out to Darby that I'm trying to save us. And then I guess I'll run back to the other side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Can probably just barely make it. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to attack the heart chain again.
Okay.
The one that didn't go slack.
Okay. Roll damage. Okay. Oh, just barely. Okay, so that one snaps as well. The pool begins to bubble and churn even more fiercely as the chain goes slack, and everybody hears the snap. And as it does so, the creature that you believe to be the Twice King raises up his hand and just like his one hand and just holds it outstretched. And then, Egg, you have the initiative.
I'm charmed.
Yes.
So I guess I'm not going to attack him.
You don't regard your allies as enemies, but he is also somebody that you regard as an ally.
Mm-hmm. So am I
Yeah, trust-
confused by
I think
you
more
are
than
attacking
anything,
him?
yeah, well, it would be more like, hey, you're attacking our friend. It would be like, what would your reaction be if Udanar attacked Darby? Or Petalin?
Mm-hmm. Egg's gonna step forward and say, "Hey, Udinar, what are you doing? Why are you attacking
Sure.
him?" And I guess that's his turn
Okay.
because he's not gonna attack his friends.
Sure. So the creature holding out its hand is going to move past Udanar, so you can make your attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
That is a hit. "23 necrotic damage."
So I guess I just like reach out and try to hold him back a little bit.
Yeah, you rip the newly formed flesh from his skeleton, and so his body is beginning to works again to regenerate it even more. Where is and so as he steps past you, seeming to just almost ignore you, he reaches out again towards the pool, and you hear a shattering as the glass box just breaks against the iron bars across the cage, and the heart is pulled free with the stake still in it. And you see as the heart settles in his hand, he just kind of uses his teeth to pull the stake free, and the fresh blood in the heart begins to pump and pulse out of the open wound. And he just kind of slowly pushes that into his chest. And when he finishes, he reaches back up to the stake, and you see that at the tip of it, around the end, he pulls free what looks to be a single metallic loop or a ring, and slips it around his one finger. And as he finishes that action, the rest of the flesh on his face begins to reform, and he turns to Petalin and says, "I thank you, little one. Ever in my service," and then turns to Egg and says, "And you, I would most appreciate having my other arm back." Udanar, the initiative is yours.
Okay, so it's pretty clear what's going on now.
Sure, yeah, I'd say so.
I'm gonna run up here, grab Egg by the shoulders, and just be like, "Come on, man, I need you to snap out of this shit," and cast protection from evil and good on him.
Okay.
For some reason that didn't go through, but so until it ends, he's protected against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. He can creatures that of that type, those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against him. He can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if they're already charmed, frightened, or possessed, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against it.
Okay. So that will break Egg free of his enchantment. No longer are you charmed.
Okay. Then I'm going to run through here, so I'll provoke an attack from him if he wants.
Let's see. What's your AC? It's 19?
Yeah.
As you run by, he claps you on the shoulder and says, "Go, my good man, all in good faith." Would have stopped here. Yeah, no, we'll leave him there. So he reaches out, and you can tell based off the way he did it that he could have struck you, but chose not to.
And I can only get here anyway. That's
Okay.
where I'll end my turn.
Oh, Darby.
Darby thoroughly confused by the situation. But him clearly saying stuff. We're not in a good spot.
Also, only Pedalin and Udinar would understand what he's saying, except for Egg, who was charmed. He understood it while he was charmed.
Oh, because it's in Elvish.
Yeah.
Well, Darby's gonna do what Darby does.
I'll understand if you want to hold that powder keg and light it, so to take us all out.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna close the gap, and as I do, I'm gonna pull out the silver stake that stabbed me prior
Okay.
and try and thrust it into his chest.
Okay. Make an attack roll. That is a miss. He bats it away, and an Elvish says, "What do you think you're doing? Not so soon.
And then with the other hand, I'm gonna put the gun under his chin and fire.
Okay. He reaches out and grabs the gun as you try to push it under his chin and just holds it out toward you. And as you pull the trigger, he jerks it away. So
And
that
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
move
hit
away.
anyone. Yeah. Okay. Pedal in.
Okay. Kind of looking
You-
confused.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, not really paying much attention to Udinar. I'm going to calmly, um, take a step towards the king, and then I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna kneel down, and I'm gonna say, "My liege."
Okay. Anything else?
And then I'll stand back up and start moving in towards the other arm. So I
Okay.
already used 5, so it's another 5. It's 20, 30. Okay.
All right. I need to borrow Pedal in for just a moment, so we'll be right back.
Okay. You guys got my message?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we're on the same page.
Yep.
You guys can do what you want, but like, it wouldn't make sense for a grave cleric to allow a fucking vampire to continue living and make deals with it. That's ridiculous. We saw that it can be hit though. So like, that's good.
Yeah, it didn't do particularly much.
Yeah.
I mean, we know about the silver thing.
We've had some bad rolls too, and also Egg has been completely incapacitated for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
What about potatoes for 2 rounds?
I said egg has been a potato for 2 rounds.
Oh. Well, Egg, you have the initiative.
Yeah. So I want to turn the devouring edge into the silvered chain axe that it ate in the pit, but I don't
Okay.
remember what the stats on that thing are.
3d4, and it has. I thought it had a longer range, but it's disadvantage if you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
We'll just go with 10 for now because I can't remember if it was 15, but go with 10 and disadvantage if they're within 5. So it's like a lance.
Okay.
With a 3d4 damage die. In fact, you can literally add a lance to your inventory and then just change the damage dice to 3d4.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. To find weapons. Weapons. Lance. Third dice. 3d4. $3d4 plus 2?
Is it a +2 weapon? I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, it
What
should be
is your
plus 1 off the
Yeah.
devouring edge, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
just a +1.
Yeah. And what type of damage is it?
That would be slashing
Slash.
and magic. Don't forget it's magic.
Okay. So, and is changing it is a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'll do first. Then we'll attack with it.
That, as you spin a weapon that you have never swung before,
Uh-huh.
is a little bit of unsuccess.
Mm-hmm. I'll try again. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, indeed. Thematically appropriate as Egg tries to wield a strange foreign weapon for the first time. So he tries to get the chain axe spinning, and then he like hits the wall next to him. So he switches to the other side and spins it, and it just like lands directly in the sand.
That's my turn.
Okay. Mm, 1, 2, 3. Udinar, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I also get an attack of opportunity, don't I?
Sure, go for it.
Oh, fuck it. I'll try one of these again. Oh my god. I have them on. Hold up.
He succeeds.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that's all he can do.
Does a
Petal-
15
or-
miss?
Yeah, sorry, 15 misses.
Okay, I'm gonna use precision
Okay.
attack. Add D8 to the hit chance. So it's a 17 on hit. Yeah.
That also misses.
Okay.
Udinar, you're up.
Okay. I'm basically gonna go up to Pedalin and do the same thing and hope it works. Try to shake her out of it.
Okay. Unfortunately, she does not have the charmed condition, and as such, nothing happens.
Okay.
Seems something else has her underneath or under the Twice King's thrall.
I have just enough to run up to him, basically.
Okay.
Glare at him and just basically say, like, what did you do to her?
Okay. Darby.
I go and set my camera up, and then it comes to my turn, and then just jerks me over to my token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30
I
is
have it set
here.
up to do that because if I don't, I lose my tokens because I usually have more than one of one type.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are casualties of war. Collateral damage.
Do I have line of sight there?
If you can draw a line from you to it, then yes.
Oh, fucking
That-
door. It just skirts above the wall there.
What do you mean? I see this. This is a clear line of sight. What are you trying to shoot? Or
Him.
see? Oh, yeah, dude, he's like in a straight line. You're fine.
Do I want disadvantage on these? I
Do you
get to shoot
want
twice.
disadvantage?
Yeah, that seems weird.
Because I'm out of range, but then I get to fire twice. I'll bonus action dash.
Okay.
Door, get the fuck.
I moved the welcome mat too.
Okay, that puts me within 30, and then I will fire once.
This time,
Did
as the
you
projectile is
enable the shitty dice?
Yep, I have a toggle here. So as the projectile flies, the Twice King, raises his hand and it grazes Udinar, not really dealing any damage, but kicks up enough of his blood from his already open and exposed wounds, and you see he pulls it into his ring. Pedal in.
Hang on. Okay, so I am going to run up, and bonus action dash. No, I'm gonna run
Yeah,
and
you
then
don't
dash
have a
up.
bonus action dash. Yeah.
Right, and then I'm gonna grab the arm that
Mhm.
was not locked,
Sure.
and I'm gonna yell out, "You
I
guys
I
gotta
think
trust!"
I think you
What?
can grab it, but I don't think you can throw it because I'm saying you can pick it up as part of the action of moving,
Mm-hmm.
but
And then
since you don't have a standard action left to throw it because you used your action to also move.
okay,
So you're now holding the arm
I'm
aloft.
holding a severed arm. Gross.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna yell to the guys, "You gotta trust me!" And then that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Um. I go over to here. And
I was
then
it was like perfectly inconvenient. I clicked right as your portrait arrived, and I started to drag you over.
he's just running all over the place.
It does happen sometimes. Anything else?
No, I passed turn already.
Oh, you did? I didn't see. Oh, right, because
Yeah.
he's black. So, all right. He's going to take an attack of opportunity from both of you.
Okay.
Actually, it may be just Egg because he's going to disengage. No, he's not going to disengage. He's going to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
That is another miss.
I will
Another
use my
save.
last combat superiority. Add 1 to that.
A 17 is a miss.
Poor Egg.
Oof.
I promise I didn't enable a toggle. He's going to step forward to pedal in, reach, kind of lower himself to the severed arm and it begin to attach itself. And as he does so, using his right arm, he raises his right arm and the blood that he absorbed from Udinar's open wounds and he pulls in blood from Pedalin's open wounds. Egg, are you wounded?
I mean, I have
You do
24
have wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are within range. Darby's the only one that's not. So the three of you within range. So he pulls blood from your open wounds. It doesn't deal any damage to you, but and in doing so, in his newly attached, still skeletal, mostly skeletal left arm, and in his fully formed right arm, he is now holding a glowing red scythe of blood. And he flourishes it once and taps it on the ground and says, "I think that'll be enough of that." And everybody but Darby. He's not targeting. Okay. Makes a saving throw. I think Egg may automatically succeed. And then Pedalin will also automatically succeed. I think. Oh, it should have been disadvantage. So. All right. Wait. What? Grant disadvantage. How does this work? Oh, disadvantage on attacks. Okay, so you're not charmed, frightened, or possessed. Not charmed or frightened. Udinar, you also succeeded. So everybody succeeds. Nobody feels fearful, but that initial feeling of just like a wave of terror passes over you, and you all shake it off.
I'm too enraged.
Yeah. And you see that he readies his, he holds the staff up menacingly, or not even menacingly, like just holds it at the ready. Udinar, you have the initiative.
All right.
Darby, you can now see that the open wound from his hand and shoulder have closed.
Okay, I just want to make sure who you mark this with. I'll just look at him and say, your time is up, and just kind of like grab my holy symbol medallion and just kind of point at him, and now cast a Path to the Grave on him, which
Okay, what's that?
makes it so that with he's cursed until the end of my next turn. So the next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Oh, nice. That's actually really good.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Let's see if we can actually hit. Oh boy. Petalin is next to him, so sneak attack. And that's a shoot and a miss.
That is a miss.
And then the second one.
That is a hit, but Petalin is not distracting him, so it wouldn't be a sneak attack.
That didn't count the vulnerability.
Well, I can add it in manually. Is it double or 1.5? Let's see. 5e vulnerability. Resistance doubled against it. Okay, so good to know. As you do lob a shot successfully into him.
Okay, my turn.
Petalin. You see her shake her head as if clearing her thoughts
And
or clearing her mind.
I'm gonna kind of snap my head up and look around the room a little bit. Like, whoa, how'd we get here? And then I'm going to take a step to about right here so that I'm kind of in between the guys and the Twice King. And I'm going to hold my hands up and I'm going to say, wait, stay your hands, stay your attacks. I'm free of his influence and I've grown to understand this creature.
Anybody have a reaction to that?
Can we insight check that?
Sure.
Given her previous
I'm
actions otherwise?
I'm actually ignoring her. I'm just furious right now, so.
Yeah, if they're being charmed, it kind of doesn't care what anyone's saying.
Darby, to the best of your knowledge, she's being genuine.
I'm going to lift up my right arm where the bangle is, and I'm just going to whip it right off and chuck it so that it clatters against the wall.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, we can't win this fight, but we can win the day. This creature presents us with a unique opportunity. Won't you hear me out? Won't you hear my words?
Are we like responding, or do we wait for our turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you
okay.
can respond.
My bad. My response would simply be, I don't deal with creatures that defy death.
The Twice King chuckles and looks at you and says, "Are you not by your very nature a creature that has defied death?"
I'm by my very nature a chosen creature to put an end to creatures like you and your kind.
He shrugs.
I no
Udnar,
longer... No, I'm ignoring everything you say, so don't even bother at this point.
He
You
can
can-
put an end to creatures like him.
So
The
like
world above-
player talk, you can tell I'm ready to die here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let her say her thing.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
And it might sway. I think it might sway you in character as well if she says what I think she's gonna say.
Okay.
Okay. I'm saying this in a manner that's trying to persuade,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well,
Mhm.
you don't need to roll persuasion against your party. They can make their decision.
Okay.
And you don't even have to say it in character. You can just say your idea, and we can say that it was flavorful and colorful and came out right.
But I want to try to say it in character.
That's fine. I want you to know you don't have to.
Okay, because it's gonna come out. It's gonna be a little garbly, but it's fine.
Sure.
So I'm gonna say that, the world above is fraught with the dead and needs a death singer. And then I'm gonna turn to the king, to the Twice King, and I'll say, the world above could use a king to keep the dead dead. Not the Twice King, but perhaps the Thrice King? Help us
can-
to put an end to the waking dead.
Roll persuasion, I guess, for the Twice King, because you're no longer under his thrall.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Well, just what's the bonus?
The bonus is +7.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
So the Twice King or the Thrice King looks down at her and then looks at each of you and says, "And here I thought I had simply gained new followers and was joyously anticipating my return to the world of the living. And yet here is a proposal. I see 3 ready to slay me outright. I would hear them."
So that's now you guys talking.
Yeah. Well, now you might want to explain to them in your words now what you're trying to do.
Okay, so out of character, obviously. I don't think we all have to die here. I think that he's powerful enough magic user that he could replace the Death Singer upstairs. And I think he'd probably go for it, considering that he basically made himself an immortal undead just so that he could be king forever. So if we spin it to where it's like, oh, well, now you're king of the dead. Hey, you can be king forever up there. Just don't go sucking the life out of the living or whatever. Then 2 birds, 1 stone. And we all get to live. Eh?
Udanar is going to die here. I'm just telling you that.
Come on.
It's fine. I'll make a new character. My character would not do this. Even with your proposal, as I did think about it, it wouldn't happen.
Because the dead are walking all around upstairs, and
Yeah. And that'll be
Unar
dealt
can't
with as
control
well.
that, but this guy could put them back down and could put them dead. Wouldn't that be something that your character would be into?
No,
Is to
Not
have
this
him
way.
put everything back to rest?
not this way.
wait
No.
till you find out that the original Death Singer was a lich.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not this way.
Well, I don't want to die down
if-
here.
Well,
That's fine.
here's the deal. If Udinar is going to throw himself at this thing until he dies, what is everybody else going to do?
I mean,
Egg would probably do the same.
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
not
I
the end of the
can't
world if
see
I
him-
lose a character.
but see,
Can't
that's
see
the
him
thing,
backing
though,
down.
is if you keep attacking this thing, we're all
Well,
done for.
I mean, so here's the. I understand Egg's motivation. I even understand Unar's motivation. He's a grave cleric, so that makes sense. I'm curious to know what Darby would do. I know where Pedalin stands, and I'm curious to see what Egg's going to do once he just absolutely eviscerates Udinar here in a second. Because he hasn't even swung yet.
Hmm.
You guys also have to realize that, like, it kind of feels good when your character gets to die the way they're supposed to. So I'm okay with it.
No,
Sure, totally.
yeah, I'm not trying to make you do anything. I just wanted to present the case fully before decisions.
And honestly, if I wasn't a grave cleric, what you said was a little more, like, I was able to get behind it a little bit more. I think that's a good idea, frankly. But my character would not do it. He just wouldn't.
Well, and I don't want you to think like that I'm just gonna be leaving you down here to die, but I'm
No,
not
no.
dying down here. And I'll mourn you greatly and weep many tears for your passing, but I got obligations to my own god that I gotta go fulfill, and I can't be dying underground right now. And that's,
Well,
you know.
I think we understand where it is, and there comes a moment where every party gets tested, and sometimes the party splits. Egg, you have the initiative.
For now, Egg's just gonna keep attacking.
Okay.
What else to do?
Can Darby use his reaction to stop Egg?
You can use your reaction to try. You can. I'm not going to allow PvP to happen. You can make your case.
Not stop like attacking
Mm-hmm.
by attacking him.
Sure. But
Like a
Because
grapple?
Darby's motivation here is he's not letting his brother die.
okay.
And Darby has already made one deal in order to make sure that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
So what's another?
Okay. Well, right, but I want to know what are you doing with your reaction? What is your intent?
To grab him and stop him from charging forward?
Where was he? He was here?
Up one.
That was here.
No. So no, you're not in range to make an attack of opportunity and do a grapple.
What about me?
You can try if he passes through your range, but he won't.
My range is so small.
Mm-hmm.
My legs, they're so tiny.
Little baby legs.
All right, Ed, go ahead and do your thing. Darby, you can call out and say whatever, but you aren't close enough to reach out and grab him.
It's
That is a miss. That is a hit. As the chain axe slices cleanly into the unliving flesh of the Thrice King.
And that's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna step here. And With a heavy sigh, the Twice King, seeing that there is no reasoning with a being obsessed with death and people going when they're supposed to, is going to swing his bloody scythe.
Wait, why are you attacking me?
Oh, yeah, why is that on? You shouldn't be.
Don't attack me.
Okay. Why was that? Why did it roll disadvantage? Oh, because you have the spell on you. That's why. What spell did it, or what did it drop? It dropped to 14. I'm just gonna roll it again. That's a hit. That's a hit. And that's a hit. Where's the stats for this damn weapon? Ten. That should be. All right. Let me change this, please, to a D10. 1d10 plus 10. Okay. So that's the first swing.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna clutch my holy symbol and just say, "Watch over them."
Oh man, you're getting me right in the feels.
yeah, that's a great last line. And then no. What is this? Target the target dies if there is a max point 8.0. Human slain this way and buried in the ground raises the fallen knight as vampire spawn under the vampire's control. Well, that's probably where he's going to stop that. So he swings 3 times, cleaving more. Like each time he strikes Udinar with the blood scythe, it grows more vibrant and glows brighter. And as Udinar falls and he carves the life from him even further, he once again thumps the scythe on the ground and says, "Now, let that be all of it." Udinar fails his death saving throw, rolling a 6. And status is now dead. Isaac Darby, the initiative is yours.
I'm gonna holster my gun, walk up behind my brother, grab him by the scruff of his collar,
Mm-hmm.
and then just drag him down onto the floor.
You can, if he resists you, then you'll have to make a grapple, but that's a simple matter, I think.
Yeah,
Ed,
he
do you resist your
resists.
brother?
Yeah.
I thought you might. Okay, so please attempt to grapple Egg.
Is that athletics?
No, it's an attack roll. Let's see. Grapple. Yeah. I liked the old way. Make the attack action. Must be no more than one size larger. No, he can escape with athletics or acrobatics. So
what
just
is added to my attack roll for that?
Attack action to make a special melee attack. If you're able to make multiple attacks, this attack replaces one of them. Target your grapple must be an attack roll. You try to seize the target by making a grapple check instead of an attack roll. A strength athletics check. Yeah. And then Egg, you also make an athletics check since you're resisting.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's see. Contested by the targets. If you succeed, what is success? Success is meet or beat, so that is a successful grapple.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
No, you successfully grappled.
Oh, I thought he had to meet or beat to resist.
No, because the attack is meet or beat.
Oh, okay. And I still have my inspiration.
Because if he has 16 AC and you roll a 16 to attack, you hit. So it's
right.
the same.
Okay.
Here.
Fair enough. I'm gonna
Egg is grappled.
Drag him down to the ground. Say, "You fool! Don't throw your life away here."
I mean,
Is
I
that
just
all?
want to point out real quick that
wait for your turn.
Okay.
Unless it's something out of character.
Nope.
Anything else, Darby?
No, I can't exactly knock him prone, too, right?
No, that's another action. So if he breaks free of the grapple, then you can't. But next turn, while grappled, you can attempt to wrestle him.
Okay.
When you move, you can drag. Oh yeah, you can drag or carry a grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved. So you could pull him backwards.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how much speed you have left.
I only moved up 1.
Oh.
I'm gonna get him out of range.
Okay. Pedalin, you have the initiative.
So I have the Friends cantrip,
Uh-huh.
which gives me advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature.
Yeah, but then they know that you did it afterwards, and they usually
Yeah.
get mad.
Yeah, but I mean, if it gets him out to save his life, like,
I'm not okay with you using persuasion to change a player's mind
Okay,
or a character's mind.
That's perfectly fair. So I'm gonna go over to Udnar's body and make sure that his eyes are closed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take his holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say something sweet, but I'm just gonna get
As you
choked up.
as you remove the holy symbol and it's still glowing from earlier, you notice that the coin begins to spin, but it just spins.
I'm gonna say, may death welcome you with open arms, my friend. And then I'll turn to the Twice King, and I guess I want to just make sure that we can leave here alive, and that he knows that he's the new Death Singer. Like, I don't really know what we need to do now, is that he doesn't start going around and sucking the life out of living people and just reigns over the dead.
If you can get into that situation, it might be a bit of an explanation as to what the Death Singer does, because as of right now, the Twice King predates the Death Singer.
I mean, I'd be happy to give him whatever information we have.
Yeah, but that takes time.
Exactly.
And right now, you're in a situation where Egg is still in murder, kill, death mode.
Okay. So I guess I'll just talk at Egg and trying to get
Mhm.
him to stop barbarianing it up. And I just try to persuade him to calm down a little bit. And that, we already lost Udnar. We don't need to lose anybody else. Yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
I would also like to point out that, the Twice King didn't attack Darby or I when he had the chance. And he stopped attacking after. Well, frankly, he didn't really attack us until he seemed to have no choice. What with Udnar and Egg attacking him still.
Mm-hmm.
So
Anyway, is
anyway,
that all you're doing?
yeah, I'm just trying to get it. Calm down.
All right. Egg, you're up.
Yeah, the problem is Egg just watched Udnar get murdered, and he knows that this dude uses mind control, so he's not. Words kind of don't mean anything to him right now.
Sure.
So he's going to use his action to try and escape this grapple.
Okay. That's an athletics check.
Yep. And he's just making noises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
You
shit.
are free.
And he steps forward and ends his turn.
Okay. Um. Well, that's neat. The Twice King or Thrice King becomes mist.
What?
Yeah, he can shape change into mist. Tiny bad or medium cloud of mist, or back to its true form. Can't speak. Walking speed is 5 feet. Flying speed. Unchanged. Anything's wearing transformed with it. Nothing's carrying does. Yeah, so it's going to transform into mist and try to float on by. So if Egg is going to make an attack of opportunity, you may do so. It will be at disadvantage because it's within 5 feet.
All right.
Oh, still a hit. Okay. How much extra is that? 3, 4, 5? 16 instead of 11?
4 extra.
Oh, one of them was a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you stopping his movement as he tries to move past you? Can you do that with this? Or do you have to have a pole arm?
I think that's Sentinel. I think that's Sentinel. Yeah, nope, I don't need a pole arm for that.
Okay. So do you stop him?
I do.
Okay. Uh, okay. Then do I have any options? Okay. Then it's Darby.
Hmm. I'm gonna try and do the same thing.
Okay. Another athletics check. Nope. He shrugs you off easily.
I'm
Egg's
gonna say to him,
rage
don't throw
burns
your
bright.
life away on a being you can't defeat.
Petalin.
Maybe I should try to grapple one of his legs.
I mean, technically you can help on a grapple and that would give advantage to Darby, but that's the extent of that.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, but you have to designate that on your turn so that if Darby tries to grapple, then
Okay, well, I'll do that for Darby's next turn, I guess. In
Okay.
the meantime, I'm gonna be begging Egg to, you know, remember everyone that we've lost, and remember that Darby and I are all that he has left, and that we have to stick together, and we have to get out of here alive, and that it's not worth it. That there will be more enemies to kill. Just not this one.
So it's a disadvantage because I'm within 5.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. And I didn't do disadvantage on that one. So
Right, just roll it again.
there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
It's going to try to get away again. So make your AVO.
All right.
Still at disad. Oh wait, I don't think it would be because it's when it leaves your reach. So this would
Yeah.
be irregular. It's a hit. But he's no longer trying to move past you. So
Yeah.
Sentinel will not allow you to stop him.
So +1.
12. Okay. That was and I'm sad every time I see Unar's name in this list.
Yeah.
Darby?
Remember, if you're gonna grapple him, you have advantage from my helping.
Yeah,
As I
guess I
cling to one of his ankles.
need to stop him from trying to give chase.
Hey. 24. He can still beat it pretty
Yeah, I
easily,
know.
actually.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
As Egg continues on his rampage, and both Darby, so Petalin holding onto one leg, and Darby's got I just see both hands out on his chest with his feet braced on the floor, like, come on! Somehow managing to keep Egg from advancing forward. You can move him half your move speed.
I
Who
mean, there's
can,
no
Darby
reason
or
to
me?
move him.
Well, Sure. Petalin, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna continue aiding in the grapple.
Okay.
I don't really know what else we can do unless we can get him to stop.
Sure. Egg,
All right. Try to free myself from Scrapple.
do disadvantage. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. You are still grappled,
Still grappled.
but you can move half of your speed because you're both engaged in a grapple.
Well, no, I have to roll against him. He beat me there.
Oh. Oh, you're right. Never mind. No longer grappled. For some reason, I thought it was against the same DC, but no, you're right.
No, I have to.
Oh,
Roll.
well,
I mean, if I roll even if I roll a 1, that's
Yeah.
still.
yeah, it doesn't matter. So here, I want a player ruling here. Petalin is helping Darby. Would that make Egg disadvantage, or would Darby be able to roll twice? I'm gonna let you guys decide.
Well, we're close to the end of the night, so I can just use my inspiration and roll it again.
Okay.
That's fair.
I still want to know what you guys would handle there, because
Oh, come
who
on.
knows if we don't come into that.
If she's assisting, I think he gets to roll twice.
Roll it
Because
again,
that's
then.
Yeah.
how assist reads.
Yeah, because it's I'm helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to roll better than
Oh
that.
my god!
Wow.
There's no fucking way.
Well,
There must be a way because it just happened.
all right, Egg, you're free.
All right. I have to move 1, 5,
God
And if
damn
I
it.
could have used
5, 8.
That
friends
was
on him.
5 threes in a row.
Yeah. I forgot to toggle the bad dice switch off. Sorry.
Well, Egg is on the move. It's foaming at the mouth.
Okay.
Tears in his eyes.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you finished?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. So, Egg, you see the... Oh, no, you don't see, do you? Nope, you can't see down there. Right? Okay. Darby. I'm surprised you didn't use your action to keep moving and sprint.
I had to use my action to escape.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And we're back at it again.
Hey, there it
Hey.
is.
Wow. Where were those rolls anywhere ago? As Egg's
You
dice
got him.
lose they lose the will to fight.
Practically
Ugh.
poetic.
Pedal in.
What the heck am I supposed to do? Like, real talk.
I don't
Are we
know.
just gonna continue grappling forever?
No, it's about to be over.
Okay. I guess I'll... Can I even get there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, that would be another 10, wouldn't it? I can get, like, here. And then...
You can use your action to dash.
Yeah, but I can't... That means I can't really help Darby in the next grapple or whatever.
That's true. You can help. You're next to him, so you can still help him. You just have to be adjacent to your ally.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna help Darby on the next grapple.
Okay.
Grabbing
Egg.
those ankles.
All right. Egg will try to free himself.
Oof.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Literally
can't.
impossible. Okay. All right.
But this
Egg
time
is free.
he's just gonna slump over and put his sit. with
Oh
his
no,
head
I need you
between
to.
his
You got to
knees.
turn the corner first. It'll be better. You can turn the corner and then rest on the well.
All right.
But I want to describe
Get
the
to
scene of
here.
carnage. Yeah, like right here is fine. So, down below, you see that the door at the end of the hall has been blasted off of its hinges, and the suit of armor beyond is wrecked by the force of the door, and the cloud of mist is nowhere in sight. Then you do your slump.
Then Ned gives up and slumps over and puts his head behind his head between his knees and is just crying.
Yeah. I don't have anything else for you guys, so it's on you here.
All right. Well,
Mourn your dead friend.
I want to like.
Oh my
Paul,
god! I just realized.
Paul.
Hold on. I just realized if the twice king now thrice king becomes the death singer, he can totally put Udinar's soul to rest.
Yeah.
So you don't have undead Udinar.
Well, see, that's the thing is that I'm actually thinking, and Paul, I'll let you give a ruling on this, but how would you like us to handle your burial?
Not my
Or
problem.
would you like to be reincarnated?
Well, I just want to know, like, do you want us to put you in the hole and give you like a
Carry
burial at
around for a
sea,
few
like we
months.
did to Chain, or like I
Oh.
want to be as respectful as possible.
I mean, this is all you guys. It's in tragedy that we actually see personalities come out, so. Like, Udinar is
well,
just a
'cause I-
slump of meat. Like, realistically, you should take all the good items off of him and, like,
Well,
divvy all
sure,
that stuff
but
up. But then, like, the rest of
I-
that is you guys' time. Like, it's your time to react to it, right? I'm dead.
All right,
I
well,
don't care
can't-
anymore.
I don't. You're a grave cleric, and you never told us how you wanted to be buried. Actually,
In a
Penguin's
grave.
gonna slump over the body and say that you never told us how you wanted to be buried. All right, well, I'm gonna, I guess.
Oh, Udinar's
wanna
spirit can meet
send-
Diedrich now.
I guess if
Weird.
you want to send us what items you have, I'm gonna put you or what's left of you in the hole so we can give you a proper burial up top.
Yeah, there's no blood in that body.
Oh, so that's good though, because then he's not squishy,
Yeah.
right?
It's like
How much
Okay.
free
weight does
balls.
that
We're
take
gonna
off?
give Udinar a proper send off.
Yeah, I can tell you everything that's in there at some point.
Yeah, I mean you can drop it even into the chat if you want at some point.
There's one last thing that I want to do before we call this a session, and I want you guys to leave the Tomb of the Twice King.
Okay.
All right. It is very unfortunate that Udinar is dead here because he has a spell that would have been really, really handy for what you're about to see. So, heavy hearts, heads hung low, the group exits the Tomb of the Twice King, none the richer from when they had entered, save for a few small trinkets that were discovered within. As they make their way up the final staircase, they find their exit barred by earth, but after several hours of digging, they climb their way to the surface, whereupon they see that the tomb did indeed sink below, but the sight before them is grisly and grim, even compared to the death of their friend, as all three of Nedrick and Fizzle and Shivers seem to lay dead, brutally and violently killed, not too far from where the tomb had risen.
Is it possible to tell what killed them?
You want to go check them out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do they have blood?
Yeah. Do they have blood?
There's blood all around them, so there's that. In fact, as you get to Fizzle, you see Fizzle is dead. You get to Ned, you see Ned is dead. And you get to Shivers, you see that she is quite literally having her last breaths. as she croaks out, "We stood no chance. Fizzle exploded when he tried to cast a spell. Some device turned his magic against him. Ned devoured by demon dogs. A knife across my throat before I even had a chance to react." She looks around at the three of you confusedly and she says, "The tall one. They were after the tall one." And then her death rattle as she slumps into nothingness.
Oh no.
And
It's the house.
That's where we end our session. Everybody's level 9 here, so
Okay.
everybody except Paul, I guess. Paul, you and I are going to need to have a conversation about what we're going to do for your next character.
Yep. Will do.
Do you have anything in mind?
Nope.
Okay. When will you be free? Because so we're not playing
I'm
this coming
unemployed,
weekend.
my dude. I'm free all the time.
Oh, well, okay. So this coming week, we will not be able to play, and I want more time than that to come up with a way to introduce a new character. The week after, our friend Homer is moving, and so he will be unavailable to play, and we will not be playing.
Mhm.
The week after would be the soonest that I believe we can make some time for a game. That would be the weekend of the 27th. Does that conflict with anybody?
It's good for me.
Nope.
Good for me.
All right.
Should be good for me.
Paul, do you want to chat with me about your death at all, or are you actually okay?
I mean, it sucks, but like,
Yeah.
I'm happy it happened here and not like from Madame Beldam blowing up a cave or something, you know? Like,
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's pretty neat for Udinar's death to be at the hands of the potential new Death Singer, a being so vile that it stands against everything that he exists for in his mind.
yeah,
And I'm actually really sad I didn't really get to dig in. So before everybody goes, there's a few things I'm going to dig into that were very relevant to Udinar that will be less relevant now that he's gone. But it's just things I want to shed light on. So
sure.
Diedrich the Deathless. He was the chosen. Well, I mean, so you remember when you ran into that priest of Na?
Yeah.
So each of the three facets of your deity, when you disappeared, decided to choose their own champion because having put all their faith in one, when something went wrong, well, they were all shit out of luck. All facets of Ronavis were out of luck.
Sure.
And so they each chose a champion. The priest of Na that you encountered, Diedrich the Deathless, who was chosen of Ro, and we never really got to the chosen of Viz, but we would have eventually if you'd survived. So
Hey,
that's
maybe
who
that
Diedrich
could
was.
be. Maybe we could work that in somehow, even.
If you wanted to, yeah, that I'd be fine with that. There's actually a couple of different options you can go there because Diedrich obviously wasn't a cleric, but was still chosen by the god of death.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the priest of Na just happened to also be of a priestly persuasion. So
Sure.
for the knowledge side of Ronaviz, we could totally do something there, and I'd be happy to work with you on that. So that's who Diedrich was. Diedrich was the chosen of Ro in the time that Udinar, quote unquote, disappeared from their gaze. And there was going to be some explanation there along that, and actually a lot of that was puzzled over in Diedrich's journal, which you guys would eventually get to. Also in Diedrich's journal was information about the original Death Singer, who Diedrich was a confidant of because he was the chosen aspect warrior of death. So the Death Singer was somebody that he was in good contact with. The Death Singer was a lich. And there was a lot of information there that was tied to the fact that he was a lich and, you know, he hated what he was and that kind of thing, but I saw it as a necessity. And so that would have been a really interesting moment. I was looking forward to having the interaction of Udinar realizing that the thing that keeps the dead dead was in fact a dead thing itself. And then the last thing was that I actually saw a potential quest end for Udinar as becoming the new Death Singer. But that wasn't a big priority for the group, so we never really got around to unraveling those threads. And so as Susanna came to me with the idea of having the Twice King be the Death Singer, I thought, hey, that's a really good idea. That, you know, let's roll with that. Let's see how that would go. And so that's how we ended up here.
Cool. Sounds good.
Do you have any other questions about Udanar or anything like that before we close that chapter?
Tell my kids I love them.
All the fur babies.
Your
Oh.
your your death was metal and awesome, and
Yeah.
I'm
like-
really sorry.
I'm sad that you guys didn't get the Sanguine Signet because it's a really neat item. As you saw, it created a blood scythe and that did badass shit. But anyway, I think from where we are, as tragic as it was a fitting death for the cleric of death.
Agreed.
But yeah, I'm happy. I will reach out to you. Actually, what I want you to do is just come up with a couple of ideas. You have a pretty good understanding of the setting in the world, and you're free to do a couple of unique things. But if once you get back to me and tell me you have a couple of ideas kicking around for race and class, then I'll set aside some time and we can chat and figure out how we're going to incorporate them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Also, Homer's no longer working nights. I don't know if you know.
Yep.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm
Uh,
on 4 a.m. shift
Oh,
now.
okay.
Currently.
Then would everybody okay? And I don't want to go back to the original time because I feel like I gained more of my day by going to 6. But at the same time, 6 runs really late for a lot of people. I know that you guys who are more Eastern than I am. So what if we rolled back an hour and met in the middle? Would that be okay with everybody?
I'm
Like
okay with
like
that.
5 Pacific time.
Yeah. So 5 to 11 instead of 6 to midnight.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you can feel free to shoot out alternatives if you have them.
Yeah, that works.
Well, I guess that's not so bad because then if we run over, which we typically do, it just goes to midnight instead of like 1 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case, then we will bank on 5 o'clock on the 27th. And you guys will get to
Cool.
meet your new party member. Oh, I can incorporate something that I wanted to do when Chain was in the party, and it will totally work. Okay, yep, I'm down.
All right, we'll have a discussion.
All right. You guys all have a great night.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys.
Can I roll my level up health for
Oh,
you here?
yeah. Let me my dice out. What's your hit die?
D8.
Okay. And Egg, do you want to go ahead and do the same?
Yeah.
What's your hit die?
D12.
I'm gonna need a point of order.
What's your point of order?
Well, so like we've encountered the thralls in a couple of different